Good morning to all of you. So what is the equation for potential at a point? Our Batira? Equation for potential at a point due to point charge. Yes. Praveen?
PV is equal to W infinity B by Q naught, which is equal to integration of E dot dr.
Expression for potential at a point due to a point. If you have a plus Q charge, point P is at a distance R. What is the value? How to find out potential at that point? That yesterday we had derived the equation. Lakshya?
Yes, sir.
Potential at a point due to point charge.
KQ by R.
KQ by R. Okay, today we are going to derive the potential at any point due to an electric dipole. Okay? Potential at any point due to an electric dipole. Potential at any point due to an electric dipole. Slightly lengthy derivation. So here you have minus 2 charge which is at A and plus 2 charge at B. Selected dipole, distance of separation is 2K and O is the midpoint. Dipole moment is directed from minus charge to plus charge, so this is the direction of small p vector. Dipole moment. You can take any point, say capital P, the point here, and the position vector of the point P with respect to origin is R vector. Point P is anywhere, it can be on the axial line or anywhere on the equatorial general point. It makes an angle. Position vector of the point P with respect to the center of the dipole is R vector. It makes an angle theta with the direction of dipole moment. So P vector to R vector in between the angle is theta. So it's when theta is 0, the point will be along the axial line. When theta 90 degree, it will be along the equatorial line. So anywhere we can find. Again by SPP, total potential at the point P by minus 2 charge, we have to find out, and by plus 2 charge, add them. So algebraic sum by superposition. A to B distance. So you can mark A to B distance. A to B distance I am marking as R1, and B to B distance I am marking as R2. AP distance R1 and BP distance is R2. So point number 1, what is the potential at P? Potential at P by minus 2 charge which is at A, that I am marking as P1 equal to 1 by 4 epsilon 0 into minus Q divided by R1. Number 1, minus charge, so minus potential is negative. Second point, potential at P by plus Q charge which is at P, that is P is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon 0 into Q divided by R equals number 2. Okay. Minus charge produces negative potential, positive charge produces positive potential, total potential. So point number 3, total potential at P is equal to V1 plus V2. So adding them, first one is minus 1 by 4 epsilon 0 Q divided by R1 plus 1 by 4 epsilon 0 Q divided by R. One is negative, another is positive. Common can be taken outside. So here I am writing P equal to 1 by 4 epsilon 0 outside. You can take outside. 1 by R1 minus 1 by R1. Number 3. Total potential at the point P is 1 by 4 epsilon 0, 1 by R2 minus 1 upon R1. and you are not given the value of R1 and R2. R1, R2 is not given. What all things are given to you? The distance between the charges 2a, that is given. Distance of the point P from the center, that is also given to you. Theta is also given to you. R1, R2 is not given. R1, R2 we have to calculate. So how to calculate R1 and R2? R1 and R2, and hence the reciprocal 1 by R1, 1 by R2 here. Okay, so next point is how to calculate R1, R2, and 1 by R1 and 1 by R2. After that, we substitute this value in equation number 3. Okay, next point is to find R1 and R2. Find R1 and R2 here. For that, some construction we have to do. So this part I am going to remove. What the construction means? This OP line, PO line is extended back, and from the point they go to a perpendicular, so you can mark this point as C. So triangle, and from here to the other distance is half and A, and here also this is half distance. So this angle is given as theta, so this angle is also equal to theta. So we want to find out what is the distance between from OC, what is OC, and what is AC. So PO is extended back. PO is extended back. Perpendicular, AC is drawn perpendicular to this point. AC is drawn perpendicular. And we have to find out the value of OC and AC. So what is OC? We have calculated, we can take cos theta from the triangle. Triangle OAC, cos theta equal to, cos theta will be equal to the sine OC divided by hypotenuse equal to AO. OC is equal to AO cos theta. AO means A cos theta. So OC is equal to A cos theta. So OC is okay. Now what will be the perpendicular side? For that same triangle, you can take same triangle sine theta. Sine theta from the same triangle, that is equal to AC. AC divided by OA. AC is equal to AO sine theta. AO means A sine theta. This is AC. So this is also measured. Now, so AC is equal to A sine theta, that is also measured. OC is A cos theta. So this triangle, look at the triangle ACP. It's a right angle triangle. From that, we use the Pythagoras theorem to find out R1 square. So from the triangle ACP, it's a right angle triangle. Can you tell me what is R1 square, anyone? AP square is equal to AC square plus CP square. Can anyone tell me what is the value of AC square? From the triangle? AC square, anyone? AC square is A sin theta.
E sin theta.
A sin theta whole square. What is CP square? CP square from here to here is that. So this is CO plus OP. What is CO? CO stands for here. CO is the same as A cos theta. And what here OP stands for? R whole square. Okay, so that is AC square, A sin square plus CP square is A cos theta plus R whole square. Expand it. AP square means it is R1 square. So R1 square is A square sin square theta plus A square, open the bracket there, A cos square theta plus R square plus 2AR cos theta. A square cos square theta, A square sin square theta, you are getting R1 square is equal to A square. The remaining is you are getting A square plus R square plus 2AR cos theta. Okay. And from here we are taking outside. Some term can be taken outside. So we take r square outside from this. R1 square, I'm writing here, R1 square into R square is taken outside. So this will be 1 plus a square by r square plus 1 r square is outside. So next value we are getting it as 2a cos theta divided by r. 2a cos theta divided by r, the value you are getting. R the value far greater than small a. So a square by r square time is neglected from this equation. Okay. A square by r square time is neglected because r is far greater. That is why we are taking r. So this time is 1 plus 2r, 2a cos theta by r will be there. So the remaining time I am writing here. So this is r1 square finally is equal to r square 1 plus 2ar 2a cos theta divided by r. R1 square. So what will be the value of R1? So R1 ka value is equal to, for taking the square root of into 1 plus 2a cos theta divided by r over 2 r half. One more step in the equation number 3, you can see 1 by r1, not r1. So we take a reciprocal of this. So what is 1 by r1? So 1 by r1 value therefore is equal to 1 by r. Its value I am writing here only 1 plus 2a cos theta divided by r power 1 minus half again. Okay, power is marked as minus half. Okay, coming back to again left side, one more step further. This term is expanding binomially. This is because 1 plus second term is less than 1. Power less than 1 can expand binomially as like this. 1 plus x to the power minus n equal to 1 minus n x provided x is power less than 1. Binomial expansion. After that we get the value 1 by r1. 1 by r1 equal to 1 by r1. You are getting minus sign there, minus half into 2a cos theta divided by r. So minus minus cancel and we are getting the 2 cancel 1 by r1 equal to 1 by r. 1 minus a cos theta divided by r. This is equation number 4. So we are not going to derive for exactly for R2, same procedure we'll use. Okay, so this we are writing as equation number 4, 1 minus a by r cos 1 by r. So R2 for magnetic R2 is in the diagram we go a perpendicular from B to OP at this point. And same way we proceed. Similarly, we write 1 by r equal to 1 by r, but there will be difference here. R2 will be equal to this distance square plus this distance square equal to r minus a cos theta. So there will be a difference of minus sign. So instead of this minus sign, here we write it as plus a cos theta divided by r. Equation number 5. Only 1 by r1 you derive. Similarly, write for 1 by r2, 1 by r3, 1 by r minus sign because there is a substitution. You got to recognize that no distance will not be there. The right hand side will be r minus a cos theta value will be there. That is why 1 more minus minus plus. So plus sign will be coming there. So substitute equation 4 and 5 in equation number 3. Equation number 3 is in front of you. So we are going to get the value of potential at any point in the dipole. To substitute the value. So from equation number 3, we are getting the value. Equation number 3. V equal to Q divided by 4 by epsilon 0. You can look at this equation. 1 by r is common, can be taken outside. 1 by r is already outside. 1 by r2. 1 by r2 value is here. 1 plus a cos theta divided by r. Then minus. Next one, 1 by r1. 1 by r2 is here. 1 minus a cos theta divided by r. Complete the brackets. So here 1 minus 1 cancel. This minus minus become plus 2a cos theta by r. Next step will be equal to, next step, here on the top, b equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q divided by r. 1 and 1 cancel, this minus minus become plus 4a cos theta plus 2a cos theta. 2a cos theta by r, in r coming denominator. So this is equal to q into 2a. So what is q into 2a? Charge into distance separation. What is that? Q into 2a. Anyone charge?
Dipole.
Dipole moment.
What be dipole moment? So 1 by 4 epsilon 0 p cos theta divided by r into r square. ये very important denominator में r square is there due to electric dipole. Usually r आते potential. So here it is p cos theta divided by r square. Equation is completed. This is the potential at any point due to an electric dipole at any point. At an angle theta, where theta is the angle made by dipole moment with position vector of the point. You can see in the diagram. You can also represent this in dot product form p cos theta. So here the angle is between p vector and a unit vector in the direction of r vector. So I can write this value in this format also. P is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 p vector dot r cap divided by r square. Can you write like this? A dot b ab cos theta. A dot b is ab cos theta. So p vector dot r cap is a unit vector in the direction of r vector. So what is the value? P का value r unit vector है 1 and angle made by cos theta. So p vector dot r cap का मतलब है p cos theta. Instead of writing p cos theta, we can mark p vector dot r cap divided by r square. So depending upon the value of theta, you may get the value. Suppose theta equal to 0, where will be the point? Theta equal to 0, where will be the point? Case 1, when theta 0, where will be the point? Theta 0 means the point P will be on the axial line. Point P will be on the axial line. P will be on axial line. If it is on axial line, okay, P will be on axial line. So theta equals 0 degrees. What is the value on axial line? Potential on the axial line of dipole, very important equation P 1 by 4 epsilon 0 P cos 0 1 P by r square. So V is proportional to 1 by r square along the axial line. It is something usually write 1 by 4 epsilon q by r होता है, and this is r square variation. Objective type question में आता ही ये वाला चीज है. Another special है V along the axial is inversely proportional to square of the distance. So you can note down this point in the copy. And if it is on the equatorial line, theta equal 90 degree. And phase 2 is on the equatorial line. Case 2. When theta equal to 90 degree, the point P will be on equatorial line. Point P will be on the equatorial line. So V on equatorial equal to 1 by 4 P cos 90 divided by r square. Cos 90 is 0. V on the equatorial line is equal to 0. So any point can be asked in this. So it's a born what? Potential due to electric dipole found in the right point. Next heading is potential due to a charged spherical shell. Potential due to a charged spherical shell, and this is also very important one. Potential due to a charged spherical. I think all of you completed this. Or should complete this derivation of the copy. Or should complete this derivation of the copy. Tomorrow I will check. Next is potential due to a charged spherical shell. Very important. P due to a charged spherical shell. P due to a charged spherical shell. We consider a spherical shell of radius capital R. Capital R. Say a plus Q charge is given to which it will be on its surface. O is the center. Potential at any point that is on the surface, you can calculate as if the entire charge is supposed to be constant at the center. The same situation we have seen forward electric field also. So potential at any point outside and on surface also you can calculate. Potential at any point outside, P outside. Suppose we take a point P out at a distance small r. Okay. Potential outside is as if the entire charge is concentrated at the center and it is 1.4 epsilon as equal to divided by r. Potential of is proportional to 1 by r. Point number 1. And if it is on surface, it is on surface, small r is equal to capital. Small r is decreasing and become capital R. So on surface it is 1.4 epsilon 0 q divided by capital. And you remember the case where the electric field inside the electric field is equal to 0 by Gauss's theorem. Electric field is 0 inside the spherical shell. We have proved by Gauss's theorem. And here there is a potential. Potential inside is not equal to 0, but it will be a constant which is equal to that is on the surface. So potential inside the spherical shell is a constant value and its value is equal to on the surface. The equation will see on the way. So third point I am writing inside. Potential inside is same as potential on surface. It is same as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 divided by r. So this is the maximum value. On surface and inside is the maximum value as you go out. Potential decreases because small r is greater than capital R. So these are the values of potential. Usually the question will be there. If the potential on the surface is 5 volt. What is potential at the center? That is equal to 5 volt. What is the potential on surface? If it is 5 volt, potential at the center is also equal to 5 volt, equal values. So outside is as if the entire charge is concentrated at the center. On surface and inside the value same, it is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q divided by capital R. Q divided by capital R. Capital R is the radius of the sphere. We are asked to plot a graph between potential and the distance. Potential and distance make a graph. So inside at the center, so anywhere at the center, electric field potential is constant. It's 1 by q by r. At any point inside is constant value. 5 volt and 5 volt throughout. On the surface we see it 5 volt. After that only it decreases as inverse function. So graphical representation, variation of potential is the distance. Potential with the distance for spherical shell. This is center point 2. This is smaller equal capital R, that is surface. And maximum value is 1 by 4 epsilon 0 divided by capital R. Okay. So it will be the value will be equal to here. Up to here it is a constant value. After that decreases. B out is proportional to 1 by R. This B inside is equal to B on surface. And the value is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon 0 q by r. This is the variation of the graph. The board question was like this. You are given a spherical charge shell of radius 1 centimeter. If the potential on the surface is 2 volt, what will be the potential at the center? Anyone?
Same.
Same value means 2 volt at the 2 volt, 5 volt at the 5 volt. You have to. So this is regarding the potential due to spherical shell. Next point. What are equipotential surfaces? Equipotential surfaces. EPS. Also very important one. EPS. Equipotential surfaces. Equipotential surface means surface having same potential at all points. It can be a plane surface, it can be a spherical surface, or any arbitrary shaped surface it can be. A surface having same potential at all points, we can call it as what? Equipotential surface. EPS. The next point is EPS. Equipotential surface. Surface having same potential at all points. EPS. Next topic is EPS. Surface having same potential. Can be a plane surface, it can be a spherical surface. Okay, same potential. Suppose you are taking 2 points here, A and B. Potential at the point A is same as potential at point B. Same potential. So, what is the potential difference between any 2 points on EPS? Support question. Potential difference between any 2 points. Suppose BBA. You write it as BB minus BA, which is equal to no potential difference between any 2 points on an EPS. And we have seen other point also how the potential difference is related to work done. EBA can be trans work done in moving a unit charge from one point to another point can be obtained as minus of E dot R to the equation. The potential difference. Agar potential difference is 0, which means that BPA is 0, which means that this is BPA 0. So work done, W AB upon Q naught is 0, which means that work done moving any charge on BPA 0. Unit charge also, any charge also, you can move from one point to another point. No work is to be done. Again, board question. A 2 microcoulomb charge is moved from A to B through 1 millimeter distance on EPS. Calculate the work done. What is the work done?
0.
There will be no work done. Work done will be equal to 0. Okay, one more point. If potential difference is 0, this time is also equal to 0. Line integral E dot dr from A to B is equal to 0, which means that it's a dot product of 2 things. That E vector is perpendicular to dr vector. Theta 90 degrees. What the meaning is that electric field is perpendicular to dr vector, which is along the tangent to EPS. Suppose you have a EPS here, it's an EPS. Okay, and this is the tangent along the surface, and electric field vector will be always perpendicular to this. So these are the very important point. E vector is perpendicular to dr vector is along the tangent to EPS. You keep a EPS, draw a tangent, dr vector, and E vector perpendicular to this. These are the different points on EPS. So same potential difference is 0. Work done moving any charge is equal to 0, and E vector is perpendicular to dr vector. E vector is in the direction of electric field lines. So electric field lines are perpendicular to EPS. That is the last point. Electric field lines are perpendicular to EPS. Now we have to draw EPS for different kinds of surfaces. That will continue in the next class. Thank you.